Hello and welcome back to Jikoronpa. Okay guys, we're going straight into it. I have my tea in hand. I know I said I was going to take a little break. Well, I didn't say I was going to take a break. I was going to say I was going to think about what happened last episode. It's been around 2-ish hours, and I was just thinking, no, I need to see what happens. I need to know what happens. I need to figure out who the killer is, because honestly, I have no clue what the hell is going on. I've been thinking. My main reason for suspecting Fuka is the way she was talking and how she was scared of Hikari finding the truth about her. What I presumed was going to happen was if Yuka was the culprit, Hikari was going to lose her trust in her and everyone because the person she put all her faith into turned out to be a murderer. However, it turned out that Fuka was just a liar and the person Hikari has already lost all her faith in Fuka, which means making her the murderer doesn't really have much benefit, at least narrative-wise, so I don't see Fuka as the culprit anymore, which was hard to carry out. I've already said for reasons why I don't think it's Ryuu. Ryuu obviously didn't poison us, she lied about that, and I don't think Ryuu killed her, which leaves us with 5 suspects: Kazuyuki, Tsubaki, Toshi, Chiyuki, and Colette. If we want to rule out Chiyuki, Toshi, and Tsubaki because of their alibi with the living room, which I'm assuming we're doing, so I want to the only 2 suspects that can obviously be either Kazuyuki or Colette, and Colette could be the culprit because of her. It would just be a tragediness. But the thing is, I just inherently want to trust Colette. I think she's going to be a survivor. I trust her. I don't think she would murder Mowen. I don't know why. I just have a very strong trust in Colette, and I think she wouldn't murder anyone, which leaves Kazuyuki as the sole culprit. And there are reasons to suspect him. The first of all is the way he was talking during the investigation sounded like last words, that he accepted what he had done and he was ready to be executed, similarly to Seinosuke. He got exposed by Chiyuki, so the prospect of death might have scared him, a similar reason had for Fuka. And he himself said that he was ready to join his sister, and he was going to join his sister when we were reading the motives. So I think there is a strong reason to suspect Kazuyuki. However, I did have that feeling that he could be the traitor / mastermind, so him down here will be complicated in relation to that. However, the investigation did end abruptly, so it could be that the traitor Kazuyuki committed the murder, and the people running this game might have bended the investigation timer so he would be in an advantageous situation to win. That's what I'm thinking. So my top suspect is Kazuyuki, but obviously me suspecting him as being the mastermind is like a main deterrent as why I'm not. But I just don't know. Yeah, but let's continue. Unpredictable. You yourself are the 4th person you've accused of murder today. Petals. At what point will calling out Wolf get bothersome for you? If I keep accusing everybody, I'll eventually get it right. Thank you very much. This is a foolproof method. I have to agree. I mean, this is just quite pathetic. I mean, I'm the culprit, and you haven't even accused me yet. Come on, get it together, Hikari. There are things wrong with your arguments, Hikari. Oh right, I forgot to mention that Hikari has completely lost it, and she said that she can kill Mountain, which obviously not possible because I'm Hikari. I control her. I haven't seen her do anything of the sort. It says murdering Mountain, so I'm just gonna. It's wrong. There's nothing wrong. You explained it for the plotters. Well, I'm one of the few who actually ever investigate. I can filter evidence to my will. Unless everywhere that Toshi search provides proof of my innocence. Asuka will be disappointed in you, Hikari. I can't believe they ever thought you were nice. Everybody else believes me. Give it up and believe me too, Kazuyuki. I can't blame you. Not out of some twisted sense of survival. I've learned not to blame others. Or maybe I'm still trying to learn. I should have reached out to you more, helped you, before you became like this. I didn't realize how far gone you really were. Iki, Seinosuke, Asuka. I'm sorry I learned this so late. I should have done this ages ago, but we have to strike at your heart, Hikari. Unless, would you help me? Look, he just said he felt sorry that He was just saying that he's sorry he learned it so late, but if it is so late because he's gonna die soon. Okay. What? Waste my time with that. Do you not realize how you... Wait, strike at your heart. Is that the minigame where we have to really press the HIJK buttons? Because if we're doing that, we are doomed. Or the HUJ... I cannot remember. No, it's the GYHJ buttons. The very common and very normal 4 buttons to press on the keyboard. You don't have to pretend right now, class. Just help me. Whatever. Let's do this, baby. We'll strike it there. Don't take that away from her. She's always been the one who had to do this. Why would you take it from her? Fine. Are you against her? But you won't win. Yeah, these are... yeah, I'll show all the different... I'll show all the different sprites, but I'm probably going to cut through most of this just because it's quite boring and repetitive. What are you? Are you an assassin? Oh, she's dressed like Fiyuka, isn't she? That's what the cape is for. Oh wait, no, that doesn't change. You just shook a little. What? Come. You're going to do a dramatic shake, and you're not even going to change your sprite. Oh god, no! I don't talk. I'm using my concentration. Nope, nope. Oh, shaking again. Oh, you're becoming more static. I see. So you're just getting more static as it goes on. I see. I, I see that I feel like the bar on the left is going down slower than usual, so I'm not sure if it's actually a join to our life or not, or if there's this one extra long. Because in the previous chapters, the health went way below the actual bar, and also talking makes me lose concentration and keeps getting it wrong. So that's a bit of embarrassing. But yeah, it listens, and also yeah, she's just getting more blurred out and staticky, like she's losing her own self. Our last statement. Um, the the wrong. How did you? Oh, right, they had to test the different plants. Is that the wrong plant? This is answer. Strength at the horse under the trees. Because so they were going to the garden to get a lot of different plants, and because of the fact they had to get so many different plants in place that they didn't know which ones were the foxgloves, maybe. But then again, they'd have to be near. Okay. There's one thing you misremembered, Hikari. What? The foxgloves didn't have any leaves, Kiss. That's right. The roses, the roses were cut. And I have another question for you. What are the symptoms of foxglove poisoning? Vomiting? Okay, wait. Was Mao not even poisoned with foxgloves? So was it actually the body modification this whole time? Really? Why is that relevant? Because none of the symptoms you described as anything Mao just experienced. Her condition was amazing. You mentioned that, Hikari. He's talking about this because Malin wasn't really poisoned. She didn't suffer from poison at all. I thought she was poisoned this entire time. Exactly. Ryu's theory was wrong. Malin didn't display any symptoms of poisoning the entire day, and you're so confident of this because you actually killed her and was actually the body modification this entire time. And, furthermore, only the leaves of the roses were cut. Are roses toxic, Hikari? I would hope not. I feel like if I heard that roses were toxic, I would have heard of this before. Okay, good, as I expected. Everyone, listen to me. We're gonna here really get the wrong plant. I suppose not, but I still hardly understand.
Would anybody truly get the wrong plant? Foxgloves and roses do look very different.
I mean, did they get it for a gift for her? I'm very confused. I actually have no idea what's going on anymore.
She knows one reason why the government might have gotten the wrong plant.
Okay, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. The only thing I can really infer from what Hikari means by that is she talking about Colette because Colette wears an eye patch because she's blind in her left eye and she sees hallucinations in it, so that her vision might have impaired her to get the wrong plant, even though that doesn't make any sense in my own mind because her right eye still works fine and I think she has okay vision most of the time, so I don't know how that would confuse to get the wrong plant. Oh, Rose Leaf Guardian Chase because you sent Ryusuke's account. I don't know what.
Period. 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 You can't just be iconic and get rid of this fear for you guys.
Okay. Ignoring that mess, are we really sure Hikari isn't the killer? I really want to see her die, you know?
That is what I still believe. She has killed Mauen. Hikari is the...
Remember the Halcyon days when Hikari and Chiyuki were best friends? I like that. I like those. We just went over why Hikari is innocent. Thanks, Kazu.
No reason to mix up plans. That's what you want me to say. Right.
The killer was in no rush. Or am I wrong?
Technically, they were in a rush, given the time that...
But that was several hours, so they weren't really in a quote-unquote rush. 12 hours in the rush.
Look at the killer's actions closely.
Is it going to be Ryusuke's account and no rush because Ryu entered the garden, so they would have been in a rush to grab the flower? But then I'm kind of confused because then what actually killed? What actually killed Mauen in that case?
Where it's gonna lead. The culprit, the true culprit, I mean, they were in a rush. Even Ryu entered. They must have heard him. They didn't have enough time to double check which plant they were cutting with the shears, even though the two plants are kind of slightly away from each other, so I'm not sure how that works, because you would have still looked at the plant when you cut them, unless they pulled a me when I said for you can just cut and hope for the best, but still, I feel it is a little bit contrived. Okay, I'll follow.
Exactly. So, you finally admit to not being the true culprit.
Yes, okay, guys, I admit it. It wasn't me. I know, we're all so happy about that fact. Must a false confession happen every time?
Well, if you didn't falsely confess in the first trial, that we wouldn't have a pattern. You wouldn't have established a pattern, Chiyuki. All of us hold guilt. You know that well enough.
Not all of us lie to our close friends, Vyuga. Do not entertain the idea we are remotely similar. I harbor no guilt for whatever I did. I will die with my sins.
Don't talk like that, Chiyuki. There's still hope for you.
Anyway, I'm going to ignore the fact that Ryu kind of implied there's no hope for me in that statement, but regardless, this must mean somebody who I told about the foxgloves must be the killer.
Okay, so I'm glad I was correct about that assessment, which actually proves Kazuyuki innocent, I think. Was Kazuyuki with us? No, Kazuyuki was not with us. The people we told about the foxglove we didn't tell Kolesh and Mauen, Kazuyuki, or Fuyuka, which means we told Tsubaki, Toshi, Ryu, and wait, where's the last one? Tsubaki, Toshi, Ryu, and Chiyuki.
She is...
But Tsubaki and Toshi vouch for each other. Chiyuki, is it Chiyuki? Maybe I just can't see it as being Ryu or Chiyuki. That just feels so odd. Okay, so it is one of the people we investigated with. Yuppers. Toshi, Chiyuki, Ryu, and myself.
Everybody who we already suspected, plus Chiyuki. Well, I'm glad I was sort of right. Suspect me if you wish.
Yes. You're such a predictable killer. Well, I'm glad my whole thing about Kazuyuki and Colette just got thrown out the entire window. So I'm guessing we're not clearing Chiyuki, Toshi, and Tsubaki because of their meeting in the for the entire day yesterday. So I'm not even sure what the hell the point was at even bringing up, because if they were together the entire day and that doesn't mean anything, then whatever. Then who is it then? What's my initial gut reaction of Toshi being the culprit right this entire time? That'd be really funny if that was the case. I knew it was you from the start. Jerry told me personally. I just thought I'd let the trial play out. Oh, such the benevolence of yours, truly.
Okay, but ignoring that creep show, to narrow it down further, Hikari had to think it through.
Oh, Jesus Christ, oh, you can't jump scare me with this mini game. You know what I'm like with it. I'm traumatized. Okay. Pray for me.
There's not an easy way to narrow it down further. But that doesn't mean you can give up. Anybody Ryuu trusted could have gone past her, for example. The liar didn't even guard Mountain properly. Anybody who knew her routine could have gone past her. She didn't even know what Mountain was doing daily.
I think it's this. Anyone who could have gone past her. Anyone who knew her routine could have gone past her. Because those two contradict each other about who could have gone past her. Okay, correct. Okay, phew. We're gone through the first rule.
Mountain was guarded by Ryuu. So what did she do? Mountain didn't do anything odd before her death. She didn't have anything to do with her own death, right? We discovered multiple things, including some papers. What she wrote is inconclusive towards anything. That liar just didn't notice Mountain said anything.
It's these two. Mountain didn't do anything up before her death, but she did do some odds, like write a letter.
What? How was that?
Okay. Is the thing, she didn't have anything to do with her own death, and we discovered multiple papers. No, of course that's not right. Why would that be right? Why would my life be easy when I compare life being easy to a Danganronpa minigame? What have I become? I'm gonna be completely honest. I think I have gone through every single combination except these two ones. So I think this is the correct answer. I did go back, I did save scum, I did cry, I did have to play the Strike the Heart minigame again, I did get traumatized by this minigame once again. This is my kryptonite. This is what makes me lose all my health, and then I just make one mistake and the other was, and I'm just bad at this game. I'm just let's be so honest. We all know that I'm bad at it. But I can make all the excuses I want, but we all know the truth. I hope it is right, because it'd be awkward if it's not.
Do anything odd before her death. That's a liar. Just didn't notice Mountain said anything.
Mountain didn't do anything odd before her death. That liar just didn't notice Mountain said anything. I'm not sure how that contradicts each other, but that is what it wanted me to do, so I suppose that's what we're doing.
But who would have been sent notes and been told about the schedule? Mountain hardly trusted any of us. We were all our enemies. Even if that could have changed in more time. What a shame. Mountain was usually making amends to some people. She couldn't have anything to do with her own murder, could she? Why did she contact the others anyway, when she claimed she had a blessing card?
Mountain hardly trusted any of us. Mountain was usually making amends to people. Look, that's a clear contradiction.
I think I got it. I can't remember if we discussed this before, but you told Mountain your ground schedule, right, Ryuka?
Yeah, morning, 6 a.m., noon, and night. And the only people Mountain would have sent letters to are Chiyuki and Colette. Are we really going down the path that Chiyuki is the culprit? Really? Yes, I did.
Then that leaves only one option. The culprit is somebody Mountain trusted. Somebody she tried to make amends with. That must have been what was written in the notes Mountain wrote, right?
For Yuka's schedule.
Who? Colette and I. That is what you were going to say, yes. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Why would Jerry be an accomplice in her own death, though? Why would she do that?
You were about to say, why did she?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't gone. What I meant to say was, foolish worm. Is this really the breakdown? This just seems so sudden. Colette, did you really get through this whole trial just for the possibility of you being the culprit to be brought up to a correct immediately?
You do not have to lie any longer, Kolesh. Remember, you are not the culprit.
Kolesh is certainly not the culprit. How do you know this?
I was Kosh. I am Bowen's killer. You have successfully narrowed it down.
Minty. What kind of hooligan are you? Isn't this feeble act of yours meant to protect you? That's such a... Maybe it really is you. Finally. I've been waiting to get rid of you for so long. Okay, what the hell is going on? This is a monkey court. Why is I have no idea what the hell is going on anymore. This is erupting into chaos. Nothing makes any sense to me. I'm sleep deprived. Nothing makes any sense. Why is this happening? So is Clever really the killer? I just feel like we even in the last trial when Sasuke kind of self-reported himself as the culprit, we still got to choose in that choose the killer scene, and we haven't got to this trial yet. So is it really Coletta really Chiyuki? Maybe I just trust them too much. I trusted Mayame. Look where that got me. So maybe I'm just being delusional. Maybe I'm just really messed acting Hikari's character.
You're the man of the sun blossoms. You're supposed to be a moss, guiding others to the light. When did you become such a monstrous villain? I wish I knew. Perchance, it coincides when you halted your views of us as heroes, Toshi. You are a good judge of character, after all.
You going to explain how you did it, or are we just gonna take your word for it? Because I mean, look at you first trial. Look at Toshi last trial. Look at Hikari. Well, kind of like look at Hikari. We all kind of have mutual understanding of what's going on with her, right? It's like, do we really? Just in case this is another false confession.
Cowan wrote notes to Kalesh, and I too apologize. Kalesh never met up with her, however. I believe that I had met up with her second night of the motive. That was when I stabbed her. I threatened her, of course. She was not complicit in her own death, of course. I murdered her to avoid having my own life taken from me. The next day, I prepared poison. I was the one who was in the garden with Ryuu that day. The painting was beautiful, by the way. I enjoyed the shading and the way the sunflower contrasts the sun.
Oh, okay, well, I want a compliment, but an inappropriate time. I say no. I think complimenting the artist when you're about to get executed. I mean, your murder plan is quite appropriate. Continue, please.
I waited until Tsubaki and Toshi left, made a quick meal, and handed it to Mauen. She hesitated, of course. After all, by that time, I had already stabbed her, but I told her it would be much, much better if she were to die here, rather than let others suffer. Of course she listened. She always listens to her dear Minty. Is that enough? I am done. Please execute me.
Well, I'm convinced. Let's wrap it up. Get to the execution. No more self-reflection minigame with poetry. No more figuring out who the killer is. No more evidence. Let's just trust her and get it over with. No, wait. Before we vote, I have one final question.
Okay, great, Miss Kageyama, my favorite person. Yes?
How did Mauen have a curse card? Everyone survived despite having one.
What are you talking about, Fuka? This is not a deceitful tactic.
It's not. It's my card. It gave me information about the card Mauen was given. I approached Tia privately during the investigation, and they told me what card Mauen originally had. It was a curse card. Oh, so Mauen originally had a curse card, not what they had now. So maybe when I was talking about the transferal rule that Kazuyuki offhandedly mentioned, maybe Mauen's card transferred from a curse to a bless, and when she died, it was fine. So how did we all survive?
Chiyuki, do you have an answer for us?
Come on, Minte! Answer the question! Answer it! Don't shut up now! we would just get to the juicy bit.
She refuses to answer.
There must be another explanation. She must be hiding something. It's not her. Oh, if it's another goddamn fake confession, I might just confess myself when she's cleared, because why not join the party, right? I might not look it, but I'm quite convinced by, I'm very easily peer pressured.
I hope it's a fake confession, and that Inazubaki and Ryuu are the killers. At least we get rid of some of the waste.
I think she did it, but there's more to this. I'm tired of this. Vote this easier option, ain't it?
Kazuyuki,
Yes.
you're the culprit.
Okay, what the fuck?
You mentioned before that your card changed on you. Can you explain more about that?
Oh, so you remember.
Well, yeah. Do I remember that very weirdly placed comment that I have no idea what I meant? Yes, because you guys do remember.
Of course.
This might be relevant to the question from the liar.
The liar?
Shut.
I originally had a card that said, be able to freely escape the killing game if a murder occurs in the next 72 hours and the killer is not caught. A powerful card, no doubt. One that makes being an accomplice have an advantage.
That's horrifying. Imagine if we had to face a culprit and their accomplice. So much more likely to get away. What if we did face a culprit and their accomplice and there are two people working together to do the crime? Did Mawin? There's no way. Did Chiyuki and Kolesh both work together to kill Mawin? And Chiyuki is falsely confessing, and Colette actually did the crime. Is that what's going on?
Would they really be able to escape scot-free with the killer?
Yep, if an accomplice or anybody with that card, I guess, had the killer run wild, they'd be able to leave with their life fully theirs. Fun, right? Yes, when I woke up the morning after, my card was completely changed. Instead, I had to reveal myself as the mastermind by the time limit.
Oh, this is easy.
Easy? What's easy about this? The trial has been anything but easy thanks to you.
Well, no, but
this very specific circumstance is quite easy. I'm sorry. I really am.
first exit out.
But there's nothing I can do to change what I've already done. But this itself is easy. Who has their card unrevealed and has reason to pretend to be the killer?
Wow, this is.
Who revealed Kazuyuki's card without a reason to? It's simple, it's...
Oh dear. Well, that's quite Oh, yeah, I may as well look at all the dead people now. Because I kind of forgot to do that last trial. They're saying it's getting very sad. Iki, so sad. Tsubaki, Asuka, Toshi. I'm really liking how we're going from dead to alive people. I don't think there's any alive people who's next to each other still in the game. Ryusuke, Mauen, Colette, Chiyuki, Dia, Fuyuka, Daisuke, and Hikari. Oh, so dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, and Colette, Chiyuki, Dia, and Fuyuka are in a nice alive line. How perfect! Well, that alive line seems to be soon to be disrupted, but it's Chiyuki. That's what she's saying.
Yes. It is me who fits that criteria.
Yes, unless Colette is lying about her having a curse card and is covering from Mauen, and Colette is the true killer. Because you two, Chiyuki and Colette were talking in the garden this day, just like it was in the middle of the day today. So those two could have been working together as accomplices.
But how would I have gotten Kazuyuki's card? I could not steal it. We are not allowed to have two cards at once.
Did Colette steal it from Kazuyuki when he hugged her? Back on near the day. I can't remember if the mother was out then, but I remember that Kazuyuki hugged Colette, but I can't remember for the life of me what day it was. I can't remember if the mother was out yet, but that is a possibility.
I don't know.
Ryuu, any answer to this? Me? Oh, right. I also have my card revealed. It's a blessing card. Is it safe to say that now?
Yep, nobody has to be murdered anymore, so you're safe.
Good. Then, I have a blessing card that allows 2 cards to be switched. Oh, well, well, that makes things extraordinarily more simple. So what did you do? Tell me. I switched Chiyuki's and Kazuyuki's cards. Huh, okay, fairs. I contacted Dia the night of the motive. And I guess they probably just switched the cards the next morning. Maybe.
Why?
Why not? You looked panicked when you saw your cards, and I wanted to protect you.
Why?
I told you why.
Why me? I do not deserve it. I do not.
Let me save you from my... Wow, the Freudian slip of the century right here. Chiyuki.
Wow. Okay. You know what? My eyes are gonna come back to life of me just so I can take life out of yours. So that is all I am to you. A replacement for Ryuu. I am not her. I will never, ever be her. You cannot make up for your mistakes with her by sucking up to me.
I know that. None of that answers the original question, though. We weren't allowed to have 2 cards at once. How did Mountain get a blessing card, if not switched by Ryuu? And you know what? This might be a short episode than usual due to me flopping the inner resolve, whatever the hell that name of that mini game is, but we are ending the episode here, and I'm gonna cry because I have no idea what the hell is going on. Is Chiyuki really the culprit? That just seems... If Chiyuki got the card that said... But if Chiyuki got the card that allowed her to be an accomplice, that would imply that she would benefit being an accomplice, which means someone else murdered. And in that CG, Colette was also showed being anxious, so... I feel like, did Colette murder Mountain, and Chiyuki is using her card to pretend to be the accomplice, so that Colette and Mountain can... Colette and Chiyuki can work together to escape. Is that what's going on here? And Chiyuki is pretending to be the murderer, so we vote for her, and we get the vote wrong, so Chiyuki and Colette escape. Is that what's going on here? So is Colette going to be the executed? Huh. I fear that might be the direction in which we're headed. And Chiyuki told Colette about the foxgloves. Then again, it might just be Chiyuki and she gets punished because we did the choose the culprit minigame and we chose Chiyuki, so God, who knows? I just wasn't ready for Chiyuki to be the culprit. Having that major shift in character after Trial 2 just to be the culprit in the next chapter. The trial, I just was not ready for that. But you know what? With that said, I really enjoyed. Actually, I was kind of got really into it. Even doing 2 episodes in one day was really getting into the trial. I'm really enjoying this trial. I'd like to see how it ends. I'm a little bit meh on it right now, I'll be honest, because I'm just very confused with everything. But I'll have to see how it ends. I'll have to see how everything ties together, and maybe I'll love it, and maybe I'll enjoy it more than the chapter 1 trial. But with that said, I'm done as for you. I'll see you tomorrow for next episode of Jikoronpa Laments of Isolation, where we'll probably finish the trial. We're getting close to the end, and these trials usually take 4 episodes to record, so if it follows the patterns, we'll be finishing this trial and consequently this chapter tomorrow, which is fun, I would say. I think that's quite a fun prospect. But yes, that is the end for me today. I'll see you tomorrow for next episode. Bye-bye.